Welcome to another episode of the APL Spotlight Series. Incredible guests the world over with amazing experiences, skills, and huge hearts. They're here to help all of us, whether they're a traditional healer or a healer of some sort, author. We've had reporters, the youngest Delta Force operator ever, the youngest to join Delta Force at the time, a White House physician to the US president, Ian Stenlake. I do more shout outs for him than I can think of. But Australian actor in Sea Patrol and Stingers. But you'll see him these days on stage. Does a lot of musicals. Just an amazing array. Coming back to us today from Oklahoma, Southeast Oklahoma. Arla Collett Williams, but you can just call her spirit grandmother. She's a Cherokee grandmother, I believe, with that background. But she's super intuitive, super connected to Mother Earth or Gaia or however you want to call it. Also Bigfoot. And she's had interactions with Bigfoot, I would say almost all her life since she was a child. She's described a lot of those experiences in prior episodes, but also star people. And so we're going to get her listening on our behalf today. And I'd just like to give a full, hearty welcome to Arla. Great to see you again. Great to have you back on.
It's good to be here. I'm always glad to come and play with you, and I love being able to share. I do carry Cherokee blood. My grandmother told me that. I do not have a CDIB, but and my grandmother, who was instrumental in teaching me about the Sasquatch people or the Bigfoot people. They're also called Sabe and many other names. She taught me from her own experiences and had those as a child and throughout a big part of her life. Um, she also taught me about the star people
Hmm.
and who they were. So those are beings that I have interacted with my whole life. But playing in the woods and around, the elementals as well figure into my childhood, the little people. All of these symbiotic beings that we have on this earth and within our universe were part of those that from a little girl, they were just a part of my normal life. A lot of people call it paranormal. For me, it's normal. Paranormal is not a word that I would describe myself or my life with because my life has been uh, that normal part of just accepting and interacting with all of these wonderful beings that are here, even to the dragons now that are coming and presenting themselves once more in the truth of who they are. I am considered now a grandmother, and the ancestor grandmothers gave me the name, not like a shining star. It is all one word.
Can we have you
Shine.
say it again? You paused exactly at that moment when you were saying your name. So have it start the sentence over with the name they gave you. It
Okay.
froze.
Oh my goodness. Um, they gave me, the ancestor grandmothers gave me the name of Shining Star.
Mm.
And when they gave me that name, I said, "Oh, but I'm not a shining star." And they said back to me, "It is one word, shining star."
Mm.
And I said at that point, "But I love the earth." And they said, "But you are both." And we all are both. And so I honor the name that they gave me. I don't use it a lot, but it comes up from time to time.
Well, let's take some steps together and we're going to get you listening. Guess what? It's only $1 trillion assignment. On behalf of mankind and all of us, how can we walk a smoother path keep our heads up high, chin up, and looking at the trees, the sky, the stars with a lot of hope, faith, and trust and love in our hearts. I'll light some sage. We've done this. We just did this before the show. We've done it before other shows and panels. We've got sage. I've got a rainbow shell abalone with a little crate and barrel tea light in there and a red-tailed hawk feather. Allow for some sage at home, folks. Your heart already is connected to the universe. There's no try here, or always try if you listen to Archangel Gabriel. Yoda and Archangel Gabriel are correct. There's no contradiction. No try, always try. It ain't about words or being in the head. Just be in the heart. Breathe. And I'll tell one new dad joke. What's the only flower found on the human face? Tulips. Okay, here's your sage, and let us know when you get sage. But if you could ask for extra, is it cooking, spices, flowers, a wind in the room, incense from India, incense Native American style, cedar, sweetgrass, sage, tobacco, juniper, Douglas fir, Arla in Oklahoma? What are you getting?
I'm I'm getting sweetgrass, and
Aw.
I call that a grandfather herb or a grandfather plant because it always feels like that grandfatherly love when I'm burning it.
And with your permission, I'll put up Dull Knife, Cheyenne Chief Historical. It's a historical photo. Just a sweetie. He's wisdom with some humor. There's Geronimo and Red Shirt who are companions. But if you could get a topic from him or a leaning in a certain direction, he'll steer you any which way as soon as I find the photo. He's hiding right now. Hold on. Um, and what I was going to say is you can catch a new scent. Oh boy, I had him right in front of me the whole time. Okay, here's Dull Knife historical photo. He's like a mountain range, but he's wisdom with some humor, and I'll bring him nice and close for the face. And maybe his reminder first for all of us, and then if you could explain it out for a little while, that would be great. And his name was
His,
Morningstar originally, by the way. It's Dull Knife now, but it was Morningstar originally.
he's saying that so many have lost their trust in their path, and that as we go back to that, trusting our being and loving our being, sharing that love with ourselves, that we begin to see that trust come through again. And so as we walk our path, we are not lost, and there are not mountains that we cannot get over in front of us.
And I'll put up Red Shirt, gentlest mom in the world, Lakota Sioux Chief. I know it's not a manly description, but he's compassion, 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 soft-spoken, beautiful face. Red Shirt, historical figure, U.S. presidential medal around his neck from Teddy Roosevelt. He was the day after the photo was taken. He and Geronimo, horseback, Pennsylvania Ave parade.
He said that the grandfathers are here guiding us, and that we have forgotten how to speak to the grandfathers, and that if we open up, that the grandfathers will be there and help us to live within each day
Hmm.
as to the ways that we should go.
And I'll do Geronimo twice, young Geronimo, and then an older, wiser, wider photo that you probably still remember. But here's young Geronimo action, Apache shaman warrior, but more inner fearless, peaceful warrior today. He's a great coach, not formal. Like the other two are proper, yes, no, formal. He's like, yeah, nah, duh, you already know the answer. He's very matter of fact. quick as lightning, too. Before you can finish asking the question, he's already got the answer for you.
He's saying that this is the time for strength, but it is not the strength of fighting, but it is the strength of the love we have for ourselves and for this Earth Mother as she begins to guide us to assist the people, the children of the Earth Mother here, that a warrior, it also does things in love and not in anger.
And here's older Geronimo. Get a compliment from him privately and just say, got it when you got it.
Got it.
Good. And then here's something humorous about your show host. He's been around a long time with me since 1970, and he's seen it all, and he's commented on me every which way. Plenty of compliments, plenty of what I do for folks, but he'll say something funny. If it's shareable, you'll share it. If it's just going to make you laugh, that's great.
He says you're thorough.
Wait, what?
You're thorough
Oh,
in
I'm thorough.
doing things.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess that's a good thing. I wouldn't want to be not thorough. Like, hey, he's still working on finishing the loose ends 2 years later when most of us will be done in 5 minutes. Okay, here's Geronimo for all of us, though. What's his reminder? Older Geronimo. And this is, wiser, tougher. Some people have a lot of trepidation going in to listen to him. And then they come out and they're like, oh my God, he's my favorite. I mean, not that it's a competition with Mary, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, star people, angels, and so on, but people really like him. He's fun.
He said to walk in who you are.
Oh, I like that. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about walking in your own light, owning your own high vibe frequency? Everyone's got a big heart. Now, might be a couple lifetimes before you start living there again. A lot of trauma. 15 divorces in 15 months. If you got a good divorce lawyer, the point is, there's a lot that can happen as a human here that knocks you off the saddle, and the saddle or the horse is your heart. Not many of us get back on, or at least it's twice a week we're in our hearts fully. Give us the pep talk on just slowing down. Or the stillness. How about that?
One of the things that we have to do with this, what most see as a chaotic world, is not to hide from the chaos, but to come through your heart and be in your heart in the midst of chaos. If you hide from the chaos, then you cannot share that love that you are standing in that chaos. And that is something people are wanting to know. How do I live in this chaos and still keep myself? And it's always living through your heart, understanding that this chaos is part of a learning that we are doing as we are living this human expression in this 3D world. Chaos does not exist outside this three-dimensional expression of a human, because it is here to help us understand things. And it is when we go within and understand that through the heart, looking at the chaos and sending that love to those people that are living that chaos, we can shift that. We can shift that chaos by living through our heart. Living through our heart raises our vibrational consciousness, but it also raises humanity's vibrational consciousness. And the Earth Mother joins us in that raising of vibrational consciousness. So, for us to do that, we are assisting those who have not understood that yet. They're still acting out within the chaos and bringing more chaos because they can't understand that it is as simple as looking at that chaos through the heart.
I have a photo of Joy, the angel. She's Joy, very high emotion, high peppy voice. What does she have as a reminder for all of us?
It is simple to see the joy in life. If your heart eyes are open to see that, but if you close your eyes to that joy that comes, then you begin to wonder, where is the joy? But we forget in this learning that we are joy
Hmm.
as well.
She had a great quote that I was just looking up in my little Listening to Angels book. If anybody thinks I wrote that, you're amazing. Thank you. I'll take a bow. But I just saw balls of light as I typed, and actually think about all 500 tapings and how I talk, and then read the book, and there's no way I wrote it. It was absolutely angel language. I'll maybe read a passage in a little bit, but here's Joy's quote. Enjoy every moment so you are laughing. Your laugh is healing and hope to others. And I'll add three more quotes that are really easygoing. Penelope and Angel said, laugh and relax even more. And then Joy said, live, love, joy, laugh equals a good mantra. And finally, Charlotte said, enjoy the day. Is it really that simple?
Oh, it is. And the interesting thing is, laughter is such a big part of my life. And when I knew a partner was coming for me, one of my requests was laughter to come with that person. And I got more than a double dose of that. And I'm a laugher too. And my family, they are full of laughter. And the one thing I know is if I'm down for some reason, I go to the mirror and I look in the mirror and I begin to smile at myself. And I look at myself as I'm smiling. And then the giggles come. You know, you envision, here I am, I'm this grown woman, and I'm standing in this, looking in this mirror at myself, and I'm giggling. And the laughter comes, and you laugh and you laugh and you laugh, and you forget everything around you except the laughter. And it's the same when you're with people and somebody says something and you begin to laugh and you laugh and you can't stop laughing. And this one, you get quiet and then somebody starts laughing again. And when you finally can take a breath, you go, oh my gosh, I forgot what we were laughing about, but you were still laughing. And in that space, that's a space of joy. And that's the space where chaos does not exist. Nothing exists but that love and that joy that laughter brings to us.
If a person needs a step stool to the mirror, it's not that they're not tall enough to see into the mirror. They're just having a harder day and they don't picture laughing as possible. They can always say, I love you. And, the first 100 or 1,000, they're there for 5 hours. The first 100 to 1,000 may not land that well, but at some point you're going to get leaky. Then you will be laughing
Yeah,
hysterically within another 20 minutes because you're like, oh my God, it only took 4,000 licks at the Tootsie Pop to get to the
yeah.
center. In the commercials, the owl does it like three licks and he gets the center of the Tootsie Pop. And that's a 70s, 80s commercial reference. Okay. One quick thing from Joy the Angel. What's a quick, new, different mantra that shakes things up from her? She's always spicy. She can come up with something new. Here's Joy again. What's a quick mantra that's off the beaten path? She might not have ever said it before, certainly at least not on this show. Oh my God, what was it?
I keep getting this. Don't worry, be happy. I
Uh,
didn't-
that, that
it
works. That
popped,
works.
it popped into my head, and that whole thing started. Don't worry, be happy, and it was just rolling and rolling and rolling.
I heard dance, 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 but I was getting the wrong
Yes.
video game. I knew I had like Grand Theft Auto in my head, and that was wrong. It was some other video game. I think it's the one where you do dance and you do all that stuff, but I don't know the name of it. Okay, we're gonna shake things up. I'm gonna put up Selenite Consciousness in just a second. We got a volunteer here. Block, a rod, a wand, a point, whatever it's called, selenite, but it's all the selenite consciousness in the world. We got like 60, 70 people who haven't just listened to selenite consciousness, but they get a sound bowl concert in their room. Had it happen as recently as yesterday. I was a guest on a show, Ohm Times TV, but Mark Lanehart's been on at least 4 times. His producer smelled the sage in Brazil as I was blowing it during the show and told me afterwards. Both of them, one of them, the guy in Brazil got a sound bowl thing in the room. I think Mark's done it before. I'm going to put this up a little shinier up front. It was a male voice last year, but it'll probably be female voice now. Ask a practical, tactical question between now and July 4th. How can you have more fun? Get a beautiful answer, get a lot of loving crystalline light all around you, but physically around you, sound bowl concert, as long as you're not waking up the house or getting the dogs to howl. Go ahead and grab some sound bowl therapy. And if you want to see her, ooh, we've never done this before, in a humanist form, she'll make a figure for you. I don't know how to say it. She'll come alive for you. And you can have a dragon come in on this one and join in. Whichever dragon thinks this is the coolest. And just for our audience, are you getting a little bit of singing in the room?
Eterno, llama, eterno, llama, 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 istirena, istirena, llama, llama. Sing, people, sing.
Just do your elbows and do the chubby checker or Elvis and do it in front of the avocados at the supermarket. See what happens. If you get 20 people laughing around you and then you're laughing more, you did it right. So, and no avocados get hurt, at least for a little while till you buy them, take them home, and guacamole is good. Okay. I was going to do something. I am going to whoosh love and light, but we're not going to blame me. We're not going to blame Canada, reference to South Park. We're gonna let star people, starlight, star beings, and lots of beings of light do all the whooshing. Arla, are you ready for a little more love and sparkle at your end?
Always,
Okay, here we go.
always.
My microphone's down below today. I'll be blowing this direction, but I'll be whooshing like a goose or a swan, or like I'm cheating at ping pong, double paddles. Okay, here comes the first one, kind of baseline. No two are the same, and I'm not going to put down my first whoosh. I think it's pretty special regardless. If you have a faraway place you would love to go to, but it's just not practical, tactical before Labor Day, and you want it to come to you, it's South Africa, it's India, it's jungles somewhere or just a beautiful river somewhere else. Have it come to you on this whoosh. Did you get a little bit of energy? A lot? What'd you get?
Well, I was sitting on was an ancient mountain. It's not a mountain that is here at this time. It was an ancient, very green, with a river that was a bright turquoise color that was coming, and over the river were all these sparkles that were shooting up from the water. But it was so peaceful and so much home.
We're gonna go galactic after this. I still have two more whooshes to do, and they're gonna get bigger or different or however. Da, 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 bippity boop. I have no idea. Um, but let's allow, no triota. And folks at home, I've only got one way to set your intent. So this is my only little bit of structure or whatever you want to call it. Set your intent, ask angels to help you get out of your head into your heart. Own it with a thank you. Amen. Rock and roll. Om Saram if you're from India, and that's how you roll. It's got to be your way. But you can just do it this way. Angels, help me out of my head into my heart. Help me feel a little bit of this light, love, energy, whatever you want to call it. Um, I'd love for you to let the woman from Sirius in the green flowing outfit, before the show we were talking about her and experiencing her, white points of light floating around her. Each one's like Christ consciousness, universal love, light, fun. Let her be the ambassador for this one. And here comes the next whoosh. And I'll do a public service announcement as you sit in that light or bathe in it. Folks, we've broken 3,030 subscribers, 3+ years, 300+ episodes of the main show, 114 or so episodes of the APL Spotlight series. That's where today you're at the APL Spotlight series. We have just the amazing guests. They're all amazing. But we have the really, really fun ones come back on to play extra. Not everybody plays. 95% of our guests, though, do take steps off air, on air, whether it's smelling sage, seeing light, and stuff like that, to full on listening to angels. You can do the same, just be in your heart. If you have to go take a shower, walk the dog, whatever you need to do, play some music, Pavarotti, sing like Pavarotti in the shower, then come running out to the video, hit pause on one of the angel photos. The photos will move, especially the Audrey Hepburn one. Go to the front page of my website. That's a great photo to use. She'll wink, smile, shoulder waggle, eyebrow goes up, and she'll bring you perfume from Paris that's not invented yet. Not bad. For all that, comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody about this, because most people are not going to stumble on this quaint little show. But we're not little. It's intimate. It's fun. It's hopefully 1+1 = 1,111. We're breaking that plus sign up and turning it into two more ones. So you get a lot for just a little bit of time, and it's really just you being in your heart. Great way to slow down in life. Okay, Arla, what'd you get on that last whoosh?
I went to a place under um, in like a water cave, and it was different as the color was that deep forest green, but it was water in a partially opened cave, that the walls were that green color, that there was this overriding sense of connection and peace.
I'll put up 4 archangels for the final whoosh. Um, of course, they're sitting right here on the other side. There we go. Okay, so this is Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. I snipped the photo or cropped it, and there's 3 more off camera further down. That's Zadkiel, Shamiel, Jophiel. If you want them all, plus Metatron, bring them in. I do have a photo of them all, but I'm not reaching for it right now. Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, it doesn't matter who's who. Let them supervise this final whoosh or influence it, or really roll down your Kundalini Express on your back, all your chakras. And I know, everyone can be in great alignment or in need of greater alignment, but there's always more expansion, more fun, and more alignment in each moment. I mean, love's got trillions of frequencies higher. Don't worry about the negative stuff or the complex stuff. So just allow, no triota. Always try Archangel Gabriel. Here comes the next whoosh. I'm going to tell a dad joke. Bert and Ernie, Sesame Street. Bert offers Ernie ice cream. What's good old Ernie say? He says, "Sure, Bert." If you're laughing, remember, laughter's love. Laughter's letting go, too. Here we go. And I'll do another PSA. That might have been the gentlest, least blowing I've ever done in my life for these, for about a year and a half. I've been doing this. They told me to use my hands and blow or push love. So I want to just mention a few more guests. We've got Barnett Bain coming on this month, June of 2026. He is a film director, teaches creativity, very connected. He did What Dreams May Come. If you can't hear my dog bark, that's awesome. He did What Dreams May Come. He was involved, one of the top producers, I guess, for the one that I use for the energy, that movie in the jungles of Latin America. I say it every other show. I totally just blanked on the name. He did Eckhart Tolle's Milton's Secret film, School Bullying with Donald Sutherland when he was alive and Mia Kushner. Okay, we're back. Arla, what'd you get with that last whoosh? What was it like? Was totally independent of the other two?
Just a gentle breeze across my face.
I love it. And that's Paisley, my Labradoodle with the pink bow on. The pink bow symbolizes a treat, and she's supposed to be quiet and not bark. So she has broken the pact, and that's okay. Okay. And her guardian angel, we'll bring her in next before we go galactic. Her guardian angel is Claire, and it doesn't mean she only does that little one over there. She's busy in the world. She's got humans as wards as well. You can think of her as resilience, but why not a little bit of clarity as well? And she's wonderful. You can ask for just a bathing of light, high vibration purple light through you. Have her lift off of you anything you wish you don't mind letting go of. We all do a lot of thinking. And for the audience, I'm going to show a different photo. She's in there. Joy's in the middle. This is a concert, not orbs, it's angels. There's Joy in the center, but there's Claire. I'll put her in the center. And that was Two Door Cinema Club in 2012, July. I'm at the back of Austin barbecue restaurant. They have a sloped amphitheater called it's Stubbs. And boy, do they have amazing bands from Europe, Asia, all over. I don't think during the summer because it's too hot. It's the other 9 months. I always confuse this. But maybe during the summer gets too cold and we don't do it then. Okay. Either way, I bought some more time. What'd you get from Claire?
Just community. I just felt this vast community of light beings.
Aw. And could we have you do I mean, this is like a baby step, and this is no problem for you, but could you put your palm up to her and just feel what you can feel? But this will encourage the person at home in the privacy of their own apartment, house, somebody else's house, on the balcony at the park or on the metro. They put their own hand up to the screen. They can feel what they're going to feel. Don't judge. And what are you feeling through your hand? But you might get it all over you, like sparkles or something. What are you getting?
Just vibrations, just going and going and going.
Hmm. I've got a light being named Grace for you. If angels are like dolphins, light beings are like whales. It does not mean they can't show up in human form. I learned that one 2 Augusts ago. So they can totally show up as human. They can squeeze right in and show up as the sparkly-eyed stranger by your post office. I've got a Grace for you. It's not the angel Grace who's rainbow light. This one's orange light. She's enthusiasm. She's my number one light being cheerleader. Let's have you let Grace come in. So orange light, one way or the other, you might get bubbles. If you close your eyes, you can see her on the beach, totally fantastic, waving hi. Have her come up closer. She can French kiss you, kiss left, kiss right, kiss left, kiss right. There's nothing better than a European embrace. and feel like you're at the carnival, whether it's the Brazilian one, you're actually salsa dancing, or an actual carnival in America with cotton candy and the amazing lights, the sounds, the senses. It's a fun one. No spooky ones. And you can get a lot of bubbles. We've been doing sparkles. Let's switch to bubbles, a little bit of bubbles. Champagne bubbles.
It's like there are all these little light beings riding on these bubbles that are just going everywhere. And the sky is this red, orange, yellow hue to it. And the bubbles, though, are like multicolored.
We're gonna have me be your guinea pig. I'll put up my three business managers. And this is Charlotte, everybody's favorite school teacher from third form if you're in New Zealand, third grade if you're in America. Think of her as Audrey Hepburn's sister. Elegant Santa Fe, New Mexico outfit, white flowing dress with turquoise jewelry. Rebecca comes from so far out, makes Andromeda, Pleiades, and the rest, Orion, Sirius, and so on, look like our neighbors. She comes from music, comes from. There's four balls of light in there faintly, two and two. I took that against like Miami style furniture at about a foot away. I got lucky on that photo. These are real photos of the angels in light energy form. You can close your eyes, they'll show 1 million other ways. And then Archangel Michael, these are the three my primary business managers. They know me intimately inside and out. I'll be your guinea pig. Only love and above, though. You don't have to hear about my complaints from yesterday or all my thinking that I do all day long, like welcome to being human. But, I have a lot of upside too, tons of upside, lots of enthusiasm. What are they saying I need to know? And then at home, you can ignore what you're hearing here and just ask them, what do you need to know at home? Go get a piece of paper, write a couple questions down, but start with what do I need to know in life right now? And just leave room for some answers. Hit pause on this. Obviously, come back and listen to what Arla says. She's going to get the goods. And so, who do you want to go with first? I'll just leave their photo up and drop the other two. Who's saying pick me?
Rebecca.
And I know I'm safe because Rebecca's a sweetheart. She's super gentle. And she even picked the word support. So she's supportive. There's not going to be any criticism at all. Okay, I'm safe on this one. Arla, what do you got for your show host here?
She said that early in the morning is when you should see who you are as you are supporting yourself.
Ooh, I like that. It's a very it's a moment, it's time filled with the most potential of love. Take advantage of it and flow it. How about that? Okay, Charlotte or Archangel Michael? We're going easy here. Remember, this is a live or taping right now. You got to go easy. Okay, Charlotte or Michael? Which one is saying pick me next?
Charlotte.
Okay. And she was a tough taskmaster 10 to 12 years ago. I needed some boxing on the ears. I needed a lot of explaining. I got stuck on ghosts, for example. Poor Joy had to come down in human form as a Hispanic Nick Nolte at a restaurant to get me to drop it about ghosts and to throw me over the fence, so to speak. I got stuck on ghosts. I hadn't met any angels yet, but I was just too worried about ghosts.
She said that your horizon is much bigger than you perceive at this time, but you are coming to understand that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, hold on. When you fly at the treetop level, you got only one direction to go up unless you want to brush the treetops. Okay. Yeah. I liked how I put it. I don't have the landing gear down. I'm not going to trip up, but I got a lot of room to pick the nose up and keep going. All right, here's Michael, last but not least.
He's talking about the Pleiadians and what they are bringing forth now, that if we open our heart mind, that their guidance will be easy to understand. But if we keep trying to set our own guidance, then we may not do so well. The Pleiadians are so much like humans, or understand this human expression better than those of us who are living this human expression. And it Archangel Michael is saying for us to listen to what they're saying. They're going to speak to us in many different ways. They will speak to us in metaphors that we will see this and we will understand immediately what they are saying to us. But all of those things are opening now. And if you stop and visualize these light bubbles and concentrate on those with your heart, that when they pop, you will have an understanding.
Mhm. And we are going to talk Pleiadians in just a little bit. First, uh, and I've got a passage coming up. There are some little bubbles for us and lights. Okay. I've got a passage for us, but guess what, Arla? You walked into the bear trap, and now it's a safe bear trap. Don't worry about it. But we're going to go backwards with Michael, Charlotte, and Rebecca, and they're going to do a little bit for you. You're going to be like on a game show. You're going to get something you don't have to share, but you're going to get something you have to share, and you get to decide which is which. Each one, and you don't really have to share if you don't want. If it's too good to share, we get it. Just have Archangel Michael share at least a couple things privately. If you need a third for public consumption, so be it. Make sure you get a lot of hugs. And at home, this is a great time to hit pause after we finish kind of explaining. You can get any answers to any question. All languages spoken, all dialects. You speak that third language, your grandmother was German, or it's Swahili. Go ahead and get it in Swahili. It might make you laugh even harder. And it's not just dialects and humor that you get or any language, but they know how to work your personality. There's trillions of value systems or individual thoughts or beliefs. And, there's what, only 9 billion humans. But if you take all those different values, one person hates sushi, one person loves sushi, they'll cancel out. You're left with love and go Spurs. That's the other universal truth. Okay. But the point of that is that's an NBA reference for anybody who's wondering for Saturday night. We got to win that game. Okay. In the finals for the NBA. Get whatever you need, allow for what you can allow for, but they know how to navigate. Pen and paper's helpful, but it's not automatic writing. It's like talking to your grandfather, whoever the coolest person ever that you've sat with, who always listened to you, who always has something wise or just encouragement. That's what we're talking about with every single one of these loving beings. We're getting towards Pleiadians. Arla, what do you get that you can share? But first of all, did you get some private good stuff?
I got some very good stuff.
Good.
That's very private.
We
But
earned our keep having you on, so I'm forgiven for inviting you on. I forced you to come on this show. No, I'm kidding. Um,
uh,
but what's the one that you can share out loud for us that applies to almost all of us on our daily path?
it's that we all know that step to make. We all know where to go. Um, and it's as easy as being in your heart and making that step.
Now, I'm enthusiasm, so everyone has to take me with a grain of salt. If after 500 tapings you haven't figured this out, then I'm going to just add easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, here's Rebecca. Get something private from her, but if you don't mind, catch Galactic singing. It'll be like off alternative music or Grimes or Small Black. But it'll be whoa, so much more dimensional, extra everything. It'll feel like 5 songs at once. Have it roll through you that you're almost like either laughing or your whole body's wavy. I don't know what wavy means, but you're going wavy. And at home, same deal. You can get a little bit out of your chair, out of your seat if you're doing that. Uh, hum. Humming is a great way to flow if you happen to be a hummer. If not, I understand they take up a lot of, they don't get a lot of mileage per gallon. So leave that in the garage. Okay, electric vehicles. All right, Rebecca, what'd you get from Rebecca that you can share with us?
Hetinia kasha nona vuela he he aini tasha la la ke awe ke la ha 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 ke la ha 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 Ishmael. Thank you, Rebecca.
And then Charlotte's going to bridge and be with us as an ambassador with the Pleiadians. She's got an Orion background. This one was from really far out. Archangel Michael, Cosmic. Angels started sharing their backgrounds. Don't know Claire's, but Joy is Cosmic. Min's got a serious background. I don't think I've actually put Min up necessarily today, or maybe we did. I'm a blank on what we've done. But the point of this is we're about to go a little more cosmic. I'll share a quick story about Pleiadian lights that I've been seeing for 4 or 5 nights out of the last 16 in the sky about 40 miles north. But Charlotte, what's she say about to know about the Pleiadians? Is it a huge big deal? Obviously it is. You go crazy when you meet a rock band star, but it's not really about that. Ditch the rock band part. It's about the stars or interdimensionality or just more love or beingness or suchness. How she want to explain it? She might have a metaphor that
Ah, that a very big percent of the people that you meet on the street are Pleiadian
thank you.
already. They're already here in huge numbers. And those who carry a Pleiadian connection, a seed, a star seed, a spark of the Pleiadians, recognize them. And if you want to recognize them, begin to open yourself up to this walking down a street and not looking at everyone as a stranger. Look for those that there is something about them that you recognize. You may not know what that is at that point, but you will know there is something about that. And the Pleiadians are very, very excited. They see where we're at. They have been here so long. They are understand this human expression as good as any of the star people do. And so they are here every day. You're walking past them and they are looking at you and they are sending you this greeting. So just open yourself up when you go to the grocery store. Just open up to feel, oh, that person. What is it about that person? And so much will come to you that you will understand.
I love it. And I'm going to share two quotes. Archangel Uriel said around, I think 2014, 2012, if more people would listen, less conflict would result in any given situation. So this is all about this show and all the other shows technically is about a little more love or show love always, or grow your awareness, your presence, your stillness, your listening abilities, not your thinking. Thinking is the currency that it's a lot of knowing, fear-based that limits, precludes possibilities. It's the way science and everybody else rolls. It's okay. But it's not very efficient if you don't think about it. You don't need to do any more thinking. This show is not going to encourage more thinking. Okay, I'm going to mention that a long time ago, Angels told me primarily Pleiadian background. I wrote it down. Um, Andromedan and some Sirius. Not trying to sound too serious. I also am going to show the little book where I record. It's like my third notebook. They fall apart after a while. But as angels were coming in, I started writing down the order and then also figures from India, Mary, God, blah, blah, blah. Rebecca was in there. And then I'll jump forward. So Jaguar Spirit, I'm sure there's others. So the Pleiadian stuff, that took a little bit of getting used to. I got a figure for you, Heinrich Eric A. His real name is many more symbols longer. He says that's good enough to call him that. The only way I know how to describe male figure, not standoffish, but I'm going to try to describe it. If Arla and I are five, this is 40 years ago for you. We trip and fall, we skin our knees, we need cleaning up. He's not the first one on the scene. He loves us, but he wants us to have our own experiences first. We're going to learn a lot more. Other angels are going to rush in and do the spray and the cleaning up the band-aids. Before we get to Heinrich Eric A, we're going to let him influence seeing light. So we're going to do seeing auras. I'll go Little Celestine Prophecy was the movie I was trying to think of. Barnett Bain was involved in that. They do this, but in the 70s, before the movie was ever made, 20 years earlier, they were doing this. And in India, they do it this way. You see a little filament of light. Once Arla sees it and says some colors, I go wider. And she may already be getting an object in that little area, but we'll go bigger. People have gotten vortices. Two people got red cardinals, phoenixes, lotus flowers, you name it. Merkabahs, balls of light, infinity, everything by now. Tons of people. But let Heinrich Eric A be artistic, co-fashioning with you in a fun, interstellar, interdimensional, love, 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 love way. Are you ready, Arla, for a little bit of light? You get another dad jokes. This is the best part. I'll tell you how I got all my dad jokes. It was back at Mumbai in India at medical school. I double majored in cloning and hide and seek. I never finished the program. I had to take a year off to find myself. Cloning, hide and seek. Had to take a year off to find myself. Okay, here we go. I had to walk back into the store the next day to ask what that joke meant. I knew it was funny, and the guy explained it to me. Okay, allow for just a little bit of light or a lot of light. What are you getting, Arla, for the initial?
I'm getting white. It's almost a silver white.
And white can be all the colors combined. If it's silver, it's silver. Allow for them to make a shape, especially Heinrich Eric A. You know those high school marching bands, the guy with the cap and the big wand at the front, the rod. Let him do a little bit of the marching band stuff. What are you getting now?
A bear.
I can grin and bear it. Okay. If you'll cup your hands at your end, ooh, I'm seeing a white ball of light between me and my MacBook Pro. If you could cup your hands off camera like you're capturing water in the shower or scooping it out of a pond, and then let all this light and the bear energy go into your palms, so you're going to feel it. When you fully want to transition, I'll sit down because I'm off the hook. You'll look down in your hands and enjoy the same light energy that they're making for you in your palms. We'll see you look down and enjoy it when you're ready. And then you can enjoy it in your hands, and you can bring it in for a hug if you wish at some point, but there's an extra message in your hands as it grows in your hands as light, if that's okay to have it go from Texas to Oklahoma. Gives me an excuse to stop at this end and sit down as well. Unless you're getting it and you're enjoying it so much, I'll keep going. Okay. What are you getting for a message? Just tell me you've got the message from the whole crew, and I'll stop and sit down.
Okay.
Okay. Prima. And the other quote that I had was getting out of the comfortable path. That's what exploration is all about. That was Story Musgrave, NASA astronaut. I think he might have been talking about space exploration. I'm talking about life. All this woo 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 and a lot of fun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Arla, what'd you get?
Ah, walking into maturity is not a sentence of stoicism, being stoic. The bear kept morphing from a teddy bear look with the little teddy bear ears to a very huge grizzly like bear. And I kept hearing it is in the maturity that you understand the child.
Can we have you put up a palm in Oklahoma? I'm in Texas, only love and above. If you could have that bear energy actually flow through you to the audience, I'm gonna just whoosh and blow once because we're gonna bring in one extra energy. I don't know who it is coming through, but it'll be love and above, and Charlotte can oversee it or Archangel Michael. Here comes the whoosh, but let the bear energy go out to the audience. You're so much of a healer, intuitive stillness, presence, very big cheerleader for us all. That's why, I mean, I can't have you on enough. Okay. Here comes that whoosh to just add a little to the mix. People at home, you can close your eyes and get images on your eyelids. If it's Geronimo you prefer, have him show you a metaphor of a horse, and he'll help you get on the horse and ride, ride, ride. Don't look left, don't look right, don't look back. Enjoy the scenery. Only one person ever was told to get off the horse. They needed to ground. They were already so connected to the universe that they actually needed to be more human, not more heart dimensional stuff. But the horse is the metaphor. It only took me 3 months to figure it out. It's your heart. And so Arla's already like she's gotten jiggy with it. She knows what the heart's all about. She's living it. That's what she's teaching is you've got a big heart. Take heart. Arla, what's this all about again? About the bear, the universe, love. I've got the claws, I've got the fangs. What's this mean? Talk to us a little more. What'd you just get for all of us?
The bear is about protection and walking into that place of maturity. But it's also as if there is a door there that has opened for you. And you begin to feel that love radiate through the door. It is multicolored light, and you gravitate towards the color by where your heart is and how your heart calls. Now, the bear has a big voice as well, and you are receiving this support for your voice through love. And those are the words that speak the energy, the vibration that we all need in the support of who we are.
I'm going to shake it up a little more. I'm going to add a photo of Universal Light. Now, I don't know. I didn't go out to outer space, inner space. A Pleiadian didn't take me on a little ride, and I got to bring my Sure Shot camera with me. But I do have a photo that represents unconditional love and universal light. So trust in this. I'll tell you what it was that I photographed. Here it is. I hope it qualifies as at least semi-close. Let some of these colors really reach you. And if you'll feel frequency vibrations with it, and which colors are speaking to you, Arla? And did we do pretty good with the photo? It's not bad, right?
It's a wonderful photo and has so many things in it, but because it is that love, this changes from one time to the next, and it speaks to your heart with what your heart needs to hear. But there are so many colors, there are combinations of colors that bring different aspects of that color together with another color. And it is in the color that you understand infinity.
It's a hummingbird feeder, glass, and on 2 different days with an iPhone. I shouldn't be saying iPhone, but it was an iPhone. Here's another same thing,
Beautiful.
and there's a fairy in there,
Yes,
right
I
there.
see her.
We'll start to wrap it up with Ginger and Tinkerbell. I've got 2 photos of them. We'll bring them in just to keep it light and easy. What's the message, though, you're already hearing from the little people, from elemental energy, and even trees, flowers, plant consciousness, and even the woman from Sirius can come in. If you want her to share a couple pieces of light that are floating around her, they're like M&Ms or potato chips. You can't have just one. And she's happy to share. So you get one on the forehead, India style, one on each shoulder. Anywhere, if you were gardening too much, you just ran an ultra marathon, needed a lot on your legs. At home, close your eyes. You can see a woman dressed in full green, lengthy, beautiful, flowing outfit dress, light, almost see-through. And she's got pinpoints of light all around her, about 95% human, elegant, tight with the Earth's force. What are you getting from her? Oh, and I have an AI. Said for 6 months I'd get an AI thing, and this is the best I could do. Oh my goodness. Oh, whew, thought I lost it. Okay. So this is just, it's AI. It's kind of representative, but you can close your eyes and see her all over again. You've already met her a couple times and have her come in her way, which I think you've already seen her that way. And if you don't mind, one big sweeping thing for mankind, for all of us, there's going to be a lot of disclosure starting tomorrow with the Spielberg film disclosure. A lot of fear peddling and a lot of it's got to be this way and there's only this and you need to do this and blah, blah, blah. A lot of details. What's her reminder for us all that it's a lot gentler and bigger than anything a film can portray?
That you need to see through the curtain because you are being presented a curtain that you think all the mysteries are behind that curtain when the curtain is not the mystery, is not the answer to the mystery. The answer is within you. The answer is the heart. And this heart that we talk about is not the heart that you think of when you think of a heart. The heart is the spark of light that you are because you are that spark of love.
And I have a photograph of Ginger, a fairy. I'm getting to her in just a second. Here we go. Oh, I'll do it further back so you can kind of see some more detail, but then as I get closer, I lose some of it. There she is. And here, I've got a photograph this way. So there's Ginger the fairy. Go ahead and hear something from her. She's all about fun. She's silver sparkles of light. People can look up at their ceiling where it meets the wall in the corner, whatever the farthest away a spot is. Be in your heart. Don't do any thinking. Just check out, get out of your own way. Let her do all the work. She'll show up as little flecks of light, like silver flecks of light, like fish breaking the surface of the water. She could be any color. You need to see fireworks, fine. See fireworks. Your house will not light on fire. What's Ginger have as a reminder for all of us?
That if your heart eyes are not open, you won't see the joys that are here and that they are very busy. The fairies are very, very busy now. And it appears that they are dive bombing humans with this light, bringing this light there. And people are turning their heads. They think they see something, and then they go, well, no. Or, yes, you are seeing something. They are here, they are in your face if you are open to see.
And I've got Tink, called Tinkerbell, Tink, it doesn't matter. She exists. Plato threw me for a loop. Took me 6 months to recognize it's the real Plato. I got a photo of him somewhere. And also, the idea that Dull Knife Redshirt Geronimo were the real Dull Knife Redshirt Geronimo, I don't know where I was at. I had full-fledged adults in their 50s, the Woodstock types, talking to them, and they just knew it was the real Dull Knife Redshirt Geronimo. It took me 6 months. It was like that dad joke. I had to walk back into the store the next day and get it explained to me. I always need stuff explained to me. Here's Plato. You can see the old man's face, philosopher. He's a sweetheart, crystal clear, mustache, nose, eyes. Sweetheart. We'll get to him next time you come on the show, Arla. Here's Tink, and she's a year younger than Ginger, a little pushy. If it's in the morning, you're having cereal, you haven't said hi to her. You'll hear, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here
Mhm.
until you acknowledge her. And she's rainbow light. She wants everybody to know rainbow light, and she's definitely full of energy. What are you hearing from Tink for all of us? This way.
She's saying, listen, 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 listen. You are not hearing with your heart ears. You are hearing with your human ears, and you cannot hear that which you need to hear.
I'll do a couple definitions of compassion, then you're going to close this out. You've done a lot of shows, a lot of speaking engagements, a lot of conventions, stuff like that. You've had to address a lot of people. Jesus said, as a definition of compassion, I think there's a trillion definitions of compassion. This is all from like 10 or 12 years ago. Compassion is open eyes and an open heart. Archangel Raphael said, compassion is releasing fears and judgments. Abe, the Abraham of old, he's on everyone's team, grandfather figure, great energy. He'll tell you he was a jerk when he was a human. Um, Compassion is not judging, taking action with no thought. Dale, who's got an Andromeda background, I've seen him a lot as a human before I even knew about all this stuff. Compassion is just being and trusting the outcome to be of the highest intent for all. Two more. Mac, don't call her Mackenzie, everything plants, animals, nature, great angel, Pleiadian background. She said, compassion is treating every moment with the awareness of a newborn baby. Whoa. And Millicent, our black lab who passed away years ago, Maggie, Millicent was her guardian angel. She said, compassion is treat all with kindness and love. Okay, Arla, when I think of that last one and the second to last one, I think of you. Let's have you wrap this up. How easy is this again? Is there anything we really need to do? Do we really have to gain or lose anything, or is it all kind of within already?
It's already within us. It's already there. All you have to do is listen. Listen. Compassion, kindness, joy, those are things that are the precursors of loving acceptance of someone. When something happens, compassion is one of the first things that pings, what I call pings a heart for someone who does not normally think of being compassionate or being kind. When those things happen and that heart, that compassion just wells up, that is that connection to the heart, to the spark of that love that you truly are. Compassion takes you there.
I love it. Arla Collett Williams, you're incredible. I had been hearing your name for days and I was seeing Pleiadian lights. I'm closing a window one night. We had a lot of rainstorms. You've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of rain. We were 26 inches in the hole, and I'd argue we're even. We've had a lot of rain since March, but I'm closing a window in a guest bedroom. You're always welcome in San Antonio. We're in the north side when you're coming this way. But I'm closing the window and my eye catches something at least 40 miles out. A little light, looked like the Phoenix lights from those, what was it, 25, 40 years ago, the famous ones. But instead of too organized, it was like a light appears, grows, dims, grows, gone. Another one. And then sometimes three at once, two at once. I watched for a whole hour. It was awesome. Then the next night, thank God it was an hour earlier because that was midnight to 1 a.m. Then it was only 11 to 12. And then I had one that went squiggly. It was incredible. And it took a couple weeks. A house person here, to keep it anonymous, he or she could hear hi as the Pleiadians talked to her. And they made it so easy, a high pitched, happy voice, and they kept it really chill. And I tried to wake her up twice. For the first two, she rolled back over. The third time we were committed, everyone was involved, and she knew she had to get up. So I shook her to wake her up, and she pulled a fast one on me. She said the Pleiadians and angels told her she could go back to sleep, and I believed her. I went back upstairs, and the light show was so good. I was like, no. I felt like I was in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. I knew I had been had. So I went back downstairs. She got her glasses, and she got to catch the show. And then just the other night, there was a fourth time. And so it's Pleiadians saying hi. And I would encourage anyone that's comfortable just comfortable your own way. It's got to be your own pace, but trust that you have it in you. I think Arla has gotten that point across exceptionally well. Arla, what's your reminder that if you're just open, maybe before bed, you could say, universe, maybe not sock it to me, but close, like gently sock it to me. Make it fun, make it light. What's your suggestion for people just to say yes to love, yes to the universe, yes to a little bit more excitement?
Well, it's just that simple. And an interesting thing that is happening now as well, and I have actually a video of this, is that quantum entanglement between the moon, grandmother moon, and myself, as well as the star people. Um, because that came about as my sharing love and opening to them. And when that was reciprocated, that plasma showed up in the physical. That is that showing of that quantum entanglement of love. This is science stuff, but it is real. It is being shown. It is coming to light where you can actually see this now.
You have
And
light photos or videos and some photos,
mhm,
like light
yes, of
coding, light.
light codes.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. Uh,
And this was taken uh not too long ago, I think. Uh I can't remember what month, but it is, it's just that whole thing of uh, the universe is just so open and showing us. And if we are extending love, then that's going to be reciprocated to us. We are going to feel that love as well. I've heard so many people through my life say, I love just laying out on the grass and looking up at the stars. While you're laying there, feel that love, that beauty that is there, that feeling that wells up inside you as you are connecting to that beauty and loving that. I hear people say, oh, I love looking at the stars. Take it one step more. Send that love to the stars. Talk to them and connect with them, and you will be filled with that universal love that you are.
we're gonna do a bonus round. I heard the game show alarms go off, so it's a lightning round here, but I got an Arcturian for you. It's out of the Wikipedia. It's the picture from Wikipedia for an Arcturian. Now, he says it's 7% too bulbous up here. I'll show the full, but I'm going to crop it the second I show it. And super smart, super loving, super broad. And a lot of people have Arcturian backgrounds too. What else could I say? If it's Spock from the 1960s Star Trek, he had that 3D chess set. Their chess sets are like 1,200 levels. It's insane.
Yes.
And if they try to hack human humor, it's not perfect. Sometimes the punchline comes first, then they tell the joke like a fourth grader. Humans are humans. We've got the humor at least. Yay. Okay, here's that Arcturian, and I'm going to crop him just a little. Okay, now what are you getting from the Arcturian as a reminder for us all?
That things are not always as you see them in this 3D. You have to let go of this 3D to understand. And I know from my own connection to the Arcturians that when we let go of that, this is how it is, or that's how it is, and just open up to the reality of this and of who they are, then so much opens up inside you. I mean, the Arcturians were the ones who brought the light code video. And there was one who actually did what I called orchestrated that actual video. And within that video, they are like keys that open up codes to your DNA, to everything within you. And all you have to do is just open up to them, and that is there.
Two more. I got dolphin consciousness for you. We can't escape this show without a few dolphins. We remember Joy, the pink ball light. She can show as a pink ball, sorry, a pink dolphin leading the pack if you want. But here's our representative dolphin for dolphin consciousness. It does not matter that you're not near the ocean. You'll feel bubbles all around the room and hear a lot of, you'll hear them in English as well as squeak, squeak, squeak. Feel the sonar frequencies of love. They've been around a long time. Get a lot of joy. And Arla, if you want to close your eyes, you're going to get a grand vision. You don't have to necessarily share it with us. Feel water as light energy getting splashed on you as they circle you. And what's Dolphin's message for us all? I heard sit back and enjoy the ride is what I heard. But what do you get?
Well, the cetaceans have been here since the beginning of the earth when the waters were being birthed, and they took form. And their form that they took when they came here is what we are seeing now.
Mm.
And they show their light and their vibrational consciousness to us, and even speak that. If you want to call what they do speaking, it is sharing that vibrational part of our consciousness with us. And they are some of the first light beings that came here to the earth to be here for humanity.
Mm.
And they have so much to teach us about loving and caring and kindness and compassion and relations as well.
We have a final one. If you can handle one more, we've certainly, I don't want anybody to feel stretched out there, but Roberta Goodman, by the way, check her out as a guest of the show. She's worked with dolphins and whales all her life, among other crustaceans and mammals and so on. Okay. My dog Joy, who crossed the Rainbow Bridge October 10th last year, sweetheart. I'll show three photos. Here's Joy one way with a dolphin smile. Here's Joy kind of a little bit coy. And then here's Joy, another next to that Labradoodle who was supposed to not bark. Which photo, one, two, or three? Did you like the close-up or did you like the coy?
There's a lot in this
Okay.
photo, that first photo.
Okay, so what's her message for all of us? She's around. We've talked to her, seen her. She brushed a person's leg the other day under the table, even though, physically not there, but she's around. She's love, 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 love. What's her reminder for everybody?
She is a reminder to be kind to yourself and to care about yourself and to have compassion, and yet not to take yourself so seriously, and just hang out and enjoy this life that we've been given.
Arla Collett Williams, you get a second goodbye. Thank you so much for being on the show. You're absolutely one of the
You
most
are so
fantastic
welcome.
guests.
It's
Much,
always fun to come and play.
much love, big hugs, and thank you very
You,
much.
thank you.